Once upon a time, when gods and mortals shared the world, there was a goddess who brought life and fertility into the world. Demeter, goddess of the harvest and abundance. Demeter's greatest joy in life was her daughter Persephone, goddess of spring, radiant and full of life. However, in the world of the gods, fate often has plans beyond our control. On that fateful day, as Persephone was strolling through a meadow, she came across a single, strange flower, luminous narcissus. As she bent down to pick it, the ground beneath her feet began to tremble. The ground cracked, the earth groaned, and a chariot sprang from the dark depths of the underworld. The driver of the chariot was none other than Hades, god of the underworld. Hades watched over Persephone from his dark realm. He was captivated by her innocence and beauty. However, what he felt was not love, but selfish desire. Without a word, he pulled her into his chariot, and the earth swallowed them up. Persephone's screams echoed through the depths of the void, but the world above was once again silent. Far away, Demeter felt a pain she had never felt before. A mother's instinct let her know her child was gone. She abandoned her harvest and wandered the world in search of Persephone. She called out her name again and again, but no answer came. Days turned into weeks, and Demeter's grief slowly seeped into the world itself. The fields dried up, the rivers retreated, and an unnatural winter fell upon the world. For 9 days and 9 nights Demeter searched and searched. She neither ate, nor drank, nor rested. Mortals began to starve, and prayers for a harvest went unanswered. Finally, Demeter appealed to the all-seeing sun god Helios, and learned the truth. Hades had taken Persephone to the underworld and made her his queen. Deep in the underworld, Persephone was imprisoned. Even though Hades offered her a crown and unimaginable riches, her heart longed for the light of the sun and the warmth of her mother. As the days passed in the cold, dark halls of the underworld, Persephone's sadness deepened. In her anger and grief, Demeter appealed to Zeus, king of the gods. "Give me back my daughter," she cried, "or the world will remain in eternal winter." Since the balance of the world depended on Demeter's joy, Zeus sent Hermes, the swift messenger god, to fetch Persephone from Hades. But there was one condition. Even the gods could not change this rule. Persephone had eaten 6 pomegranate seeds in the underworld, and according to an ancient lore, the soul of someone who ate the food of the dead would remain bound to that place. Persephone is seen lifting the pomegranate to her lips and its red juice staining her fingers. Hermes brought Persephone back, but the law was clear: Persephone could not stay with her mother forever. For 6 months of the year, Persephone would live with her mother, and spring and summer would come to the world. For the other 6 months, she would return to the underworld, and winter would fall upon the world. And so began the cycle of the seasons, a story of love, loss, and reconciliation. Although the bond between Demeter and Persephone was never broken, the scar of their separation would remain on the world forever. This is the story of Demeter, Hades, and Persephone, a myth that reminds us of the power of darkness and light, life and death, and a mother's love.